The very foundation of the Astrakhan Kremlin was risen by the necessity to organize the security of trade routes passing along the great river of Volga. This fortification was wooden-made, but as the Russia appeared to have more interests in the region, in 1582 the construction of stone Kremlin began. Up to now, 5 towers of the Kremlin has survived, erected by our ancestors in the most dangerous places, important to protect. The historical succession of the Kremlin is worth of mentioning as well. Building materials of the Golden Horde of the 16th century were used for its construction, and it's quite symbolic. The history of Haji Tahan, Sarai Batu, and legendary Itil is literally typed in the walls of the Astrakhan Kremlin. Having lost its fortification role in time, the Kremlin became the religious and administrative center. Since 1710, 5 gates have been leading to the center of the architectural monument, the Cathedral of Assumption. White stone carving and face setting so much impressed Peter the Great once that he exclaimed out, "I haven't seen more beautiful cathedral in whole Russia than this one." Here, you can feel not only the past, but the renewal as well. For instance, a famous Astrakhan bell tower was reconstructed and enlarged 4 times until it became 8 meters higher than the bell tower of the Moscow Kremlin. The Trinity Cathedral has a dramatic fate. Several times, starting from 1806, it was attempted to be pulled down. But thanks to the efforts of townsmen and the church, the cathedral has survived and even now amazes tourists with its architecture. The front Lobny place is the only survived place of execution that represents a unified ensemble together with the cathedral. The tower and gates of the Astrakhan Kremlin, it is possible to shoot a film about each of them. As all the Kremlin structures, they have seen a lot, decay and destruction, numerous reconstructions and rebuilding, wealth and poverty, blood and gold. Today they have been granted a new life. The restorers give them a suitable look and form. Archaeology also brings plenty of new discoveries. During the restoration, new sensational discoveries appear through the dust of centuries. The redirections of the further development of our historical and architectural monument after the completion of the restoration leave no doubts that it will once again get the title of Astrakhan Pearl. The world specialists will for sure see its true value. The future plans stipulates for establishing a historical monument with live museums and placing museum exhibits into the towers. The Historical Institute will be placed in the Kremlin for training specialists for the museums and complexes of the Kremlin. The archaeological and architectural research works will become more complex and solid. The works on installation and development of the Kremlin ensemble will be part of the restoration of the Astrakhan downtown of the 17th century, so-called White City, with the reconstruction of its separate elements, and this area may be the basis for establishing a cultural architectural reserve.